Stream live. Is it really live? Is it? Is it really? Is it live? Are zombies really alive? Is this really alive? Smoke, Damion. I shall run around, see what can be found. Stab them with my knife. And they won't think it's very nice. I thought I heard someone then. I'll stick my light on. I don't think there is any more spawns remaining. How it is I can hear an owl all the way up here in this tower block. Maybe if I could actually find the owl so I could shut it up, but no. I'm gonna remember where I put everything. I put an X there to mark that I'd been all through that level, killed everything and salvaged everything. So that's another X. I've cleared out, I think, the entire tower, maybe one or two floors. The V stands for vending machine, because there is a vending machine. See how clever that is? On this floor there's a vending machine, so I put a V there on the wall. It's amazing, isn't it? Like ingenious level gaming. That's a box of nothing. I've done that level. I think I might have done all the levels, I just can't remember. Oh, lag. Lag usually indicates zombie spawn. Where are you, zombie spawn? Is it an X? Yeah, it is an X. Let's just have a quick check round. You might, that's a point. I've still got the fan turned on, which you might have been able to hear. I was curious to see whether it came out on the audio. Oh yeah, they have respawned. Get down. How hard are you? You're way too hard. What the fuck? Come on then. I introduce you to my little friend. Oh, he's fell down the hole, hasn't he? Yeah, that means I've got to go the long way. Oh yeah. Definitely seems like it's repopulated. Oh, I've got a broken leg and I'm infected. I think I'll use a bit of that. Not got anything for the broken leg at the moment, but where are you going? Clunk click every trip. Thought I heard a wolf howling then as well. Oh, it means we lost this door. Yeah, so this is where they drop through. And you're meant to like fall through the holes and then they all drop out the ceiling on your head. And it's just not a good day. At least now I know it does kick up a lag spike when it's spawning a few zombies at a time. How many was there? About 5? Oh, the bodies are gone now. 4 or 5 I think. Whatever. I will make a door to stick in that hole. It's only a wooden door, so it isn't exactly gonna stop anyone. But it's something I can upgrade if it's still there when I come back another time. But I haven't got the upgrade thing. No, I haven't got an axe or a hammer with me. A stone axe, that is, not the wood chopping kind. I bet that means all of, like, downwards from this level has respawned. If they've respawned as well. I wanted to check this other vending machine. Just have to be ready if more of them down here respawn. I ain't seen anything. There should be multiple round here if there were. No. Dog food. Yeah, I've already got loads of it. I'm not sure if I've even got the recipe yet for making learning elixir. So wasting money on buying dog food from vending machines, there's not much point yet. Let's just have a check down. Right, there's another vending machine. This way, I think. Oh yeah, there you go. I might actually have some of them. They can be useful for jumping off from the top of the tower block just to save time, getting to the ground level. Is the bike still there? Yeah. All I've got at the moment is the mini bike. I've spent that much time setting myself up in the Ding Dong Tower. That's what I like to call it, the Ding Dong Tower. That's not the proper name of it, but whatever. It's my world, it's the Ding Dong Tower. But I spent that long setting all this up and like beating off the zombies, of course. That just sounds so wrong. But that has not exactly left me much time to go and be setting up anywhere else. So it's a little bit restrictive, which is why I've been thinking about building a new base out. I keep forgetting the different ladder sections. Out in or next to that wasteland area that I will point at once I get back on the roof, just because I'm curious to see. See, H for home. This is the home level where my penthouse suite is, but I'm curious to see just how well the graphics come out on the stream at 1080p, if they're even coming through at all. The icon still says the stream is running, so hopefully fairly clear, although there's a little bit of a smog. Might just be because it's still early morning. You get like a fog sometimes. The fog can come in at whatever time, but it happens fairly often in the early morning, which is fairly natural. You can see the wasteland trees, the burnt trees, a bit easier from here. This is a nice area. Oh, I didn't know I had a quest. This area here would be perfect to make a split base. Got a road connection on either side. I could even add a section there. But I've got Trader Bob just there, and then there's this, I haven't explored all of it yet, there's this whole city in the wasteland. I think it fades out around here. I think these are the farmland buildings, the rural buildings, and I think it fades out, I think maybe just after that block. So it's not much more of it, I don't think, but I don't know how far the wasteland goes back, so there might be more of it. And I did tweak this map random generation to increase the amount of city tiles that it generated. You can see, like, I spent all my time like going checking out all these different places, looking for lovely loot. But yeah, I added I think I did about times 30 the number of city tiles. I just multiplied it by 30 and stuck that in, and it took a couple of tries until it came up with a map that actually, you know, was cohesive in some manner and not just crazy. Because it does seem to struggle when you demand more of the random generation. If you try and alter the parameters too far, it doesn't seem to function at all, and it just creates chaotic maps. But with a bit of careful tweaking, and then, you know, trying it a couple of times. I think this was my third attempt when it came out with this map, and it seems to be a really good map so far. I mean, I've explored a fair bit of it, and it's not a large world map. It's the smallest world map. It's only is it 4 kilometers, I think, or 5 kilometers. So it's the smallest world map, so it's not going to go much farther beyond that. Yeah, see, that's the top of the map there, and the majority of this will be ocean and radiated on the outer edge, which means I think that, yeah, so that's western edge there, which is only just a bit beyond that. So that wasteland could come out to about here, which would be a massive wasteland city if it is. But I don't know, I haven't been that far yet. It's something that I will try at some point, but for now I just wanted to test this and demonstrate if it functions well and picks up the microphone okay once I figured out why the audio was going crazy. Reloaded, yeah. Never leave your weapons unloaded, because then when you log back in, if something's happened, like, you know, random zombies spawn nearby, at least all your weapons are ready to go. Yeah, I thought I'd cleared all the levels out, but maybe I didn't. Or maybe because of the time, now day 49, it might have been just a world respawn. Like all the loot supplies get respawned after 30 days, I think it's set to. think I had it set to 30 days. I either set it to 30 days or turn it off completely. Especially if you're playing a single player game. It's like there is that much loot in the world. You don't need loot to respawn, really. Not unless you intend to play an infinite game that never ends. Which is a possibility. Some people like that kind of thing. I think I might do that with this particular save game. This save game is all legitimate. I haven't cheated or used creative mode for anything. What level am I? 31. I've got a bit of pink. So I'm ready for the Pride Parade. And I've got some fairly good weapons and tools. Need a better pickaxe, definitely. I need to start getting steel equipment, really. As I said earlier, I spent most of my time just trying to clear out this building and set it up to be an actual useful base. I've got enough stuff here now. There's only one furnace, one workbench, one chemistry station. Normally I'd have two of them, and at least two of them, sometimes four. I think 3 is a good number of forges to have. I only ever build one campfire. I know some people build like a few so that they can have stuff cooking all at the same time, but I don't see the need. If you're looting quite often, you build up enough supplies, as well as if you go into doing the farming, so you can grow your own crops. And this is including the fact that I've sold a load of stuff, you know, so I don't think I've got anything up for sale at the moment. No. That's just a box where I stick all the stuff in that I'm planning to sell, so as I'm going out the door I can just grab it and take it to the trader. My sellables box, as it were. I put the tiles on the roof to try and stop the rain coming through, because for some reason some of the POIs, I think it might be something to do with the way the blocks are auto-generated, means they don't get the variable that says they are waterproof, you know, to block the rain or something, I don't know. But if you put your own player blocks there to replace them, then it stops the rain. Yeah. It's just, that's as far as I got. I need to take this stuff out and whatever so I can cover the whole thing. And that is if I actually stay in this base. As I said, I think I might move over there to be nearer the wasteland. Build a base. I've done this before in other playthroughs. You build a base in the green forest section, and then you put an extension on that base into the wasteland section for doing the horde nights, or to act as the other way I'd usually set it up is it's a screamer trap. So basically, while you're working in your nice green forest base, because like when you're in the wasteland it alters the lighting and the atmosphere and everything, so you have your nice pleasant atmosphere green forest environment to have your living base in, doing your workshop and doing your, you know, creating items and whatever. And then if screamers turn up, you have an open door in the wasteland area that allows them in, and then I have like electric wires and blade traps and dart traps and whatever to kill them off, which means they're busy trying to find you where the heat source is, and they just get killed off automatically in the wasteland biome, which means you get the highest loot stages off them. Same with the horde night. If you have the horde night in the wasteland, you get the highest loot drops. It doesn't make that much difference at the moment in Alpha 20 though, but the loot variance doesn't seem to change a lot once you get up to around, I don't know, 100 loot stage. If you get it up to around 200, you might find a few more tier 5 and 6 items, like blue and purple items, but it really will be only just a few more. So like if you kill a full horde night worth of zombies and they drop 10 blue bags, if your loot stage is 100, you'd probably get 2, 3, maybe 4 blue or purple items if you're lucky. If you got your loot stage at 200, you might get 5 or 6. So it's not quite doubling the amount of high tier loot drops, even though the loot stage has doubled, if that makes sense. It's like diminishing returns. And if you got your loot stage up to something ridiculous like 300, 400, it makes no difference basically. You know, you might, if you're really lucky, you might get one extra good item. But the loot variance compared to the loot stage, the difficulty of the biome, and the level of your character and things like it, there isn't enough variance. When I was below level 10, in a random car in a green forest biome zone, I found a tier 6 auger. that was probably the luckiest find I've ever had, a loot drop find out of this game. A tier 6 auger in a random car on the road while I was still less than level 10. Right, okay, well I think that's far more than enough testing. I'm going to click the